Welcome back to We Are Live. Chris Denman, live in St. Louis at our studio, Midcoast Studio in Grand Center in the Dot Zach building. Big shout out to the Kranzberg Arts Foundation for their wonderful facility that we are in.
What's
Tommy,
so
the intern's
damn
here.
funny?
What?
What's so damn?
He's chopping up.
You were chopped up.
Warden, can we get his connection cleaned up?
Yeah,
Travis Farrell's in Brooklyn.
Are you asking what was so funny?
he's switching over.
Yeah.
You coughing. You coughing as the stream came back.
As we came back, there was a cough. Is he there?
Oh, okay. Well, excuse me for being human.
Oh no, you entertained us for once. We've got plenty to get to this hour. We've
Hey.
got Face Off.
Be nice to the man who created fair or foul.
That's true. We've got Face Off. We've got Make It Racist. So if you're listening, watching, and you want to get on the submissions, drop a comment for Travis to make something racist. We can also again, Face Off's one of our new favorites. Gardner does some work, pulls Travis's many entertaining faces. Real quick, we've got comedy tomorrow night at Southtown Pub. That's right. Come out, have some fun. This is a great lineup. Eric Brown, Justin Luke, Spencer Tegmeyer, and our friend Tina Deball, who will also be on We Are Live tomorrow. Be sure to come out, have some fun with us, eat some smoked wings, and enjoy yourself at Southtown Pub. They're also doing a big puppy event tonight on their patio. If you want to stop by there, get your puppy on at Southtown Pub.
Anybody else going to be there?
Oh, we've given a guest spot to a young boy who...
A young up-and-coming star.
Not listed on the poster, but Tommy will be doing some time tomorrow. Do we want to do some face-off, Gardner?
Yeah. I can't even remember what's on this one. It's
Oh, that'll be like a
lot.
chart. So let's tell people what this is. Face-Off. Travis is streaming in live from Brooklyn every day, and thanks to modern technology, we get to talk to him. But there are moments where his face gets frozen on the screen, and or Gardner just pulls a nice photo from the stream.
I've taken to just getting some photos just to kind of remind us of the expressions we make on this show from time to time. So I'll go ahead and just roll through this little montage here. We can take a
What
look.
do we got? Tommy, you got any music for us for Face Off?
I can play some in here, yeah.
Travis
Oh
looks
no,
a little
I
rough.
was just boop.
That's a frozen one. I can't remember. That's Frozen too. That was Frozen, I recall.
Oh, that's beautiful. Oh no. Oh
That was
no.
fun.
We
Looked
were
like
really
fun.
enjoying ourselves there.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, Tommy made the
Tommy.
face off.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Looking like Tig Notaro.
Oh, no. Tommy was playing around and I caught him.
dinosaur. That's
Remember
Oh,
that?
who's that ugly bastard?
That was exactly what I was doing.
Do not
by the way.
Photoshop Tommy or I. Do not, I repeat, do not Photoshop Tommy or I in
Look
that
how-
photo.
and look
We look
how-
like we're splitting a double-ended something.
Look at Tommy's face. And then look how pleased Travis is. He's like, yes. Do as I say.
Yeah, it does look like if you were to Photoshop, it would look like a scene from Brazers.
It's not even pronounce it.
Yeah, I was going to say that's a weird way to pronounce that, right? So I hear.
Dude, you probably have
See, that was the trick. I
subscription.
didn't pronounce it
The
correctly.
premium.
Shut up, Tommy.
Yeah, I can't
You
watch
have-
Netflix because my Brazzers premium
Yeah.
account. Yeah.
Travis says Brazers. Oh, yeah. See, I don't even know what it is.
Yeah, right. Isn't Brazier?
Oh, it says that the burger at Dairy Queen. Yeah,
Yeah, I was going to say,
Brazier,
isn't Brazier the...
yeah.
What the fuck is Brazier food? What is happening at
Don't
Dairy
know.
Queen?
Don't
What
know.
does Brazier mean?
But I will eat it.
I need to know. What is
I haven't
Brazier?
been there in a while. Oh,
I need to
now I
know
went Dairy
right
Queen.
now. I need to know
Ooh,
right
we
now.
can go
What
after
is
the show.
Brazier? What does Brazier mean?
I'm going to
Not
look
the
it up.
website. Don't.
gonna look it up.
Careful. Careful. That might sully the connection.
Yoicks. Okay.
But yeah, there's your face. I will tell you this. Over the past few days, I have
Apparently it's hot buns.
hot buns.
Never mind.
What
You missed
qualifies?
the joke.
Oh, I thought this was a new nickname.
It was a porn.
I have gathered some images over the past 2 to 3
From
days
Brazzers.
that we've that will make for a good face-off down the road here. That's for sure.
Ooh.
Okay.
I've gone back and looked after each show to see what I've gathered because I just take the screenshot right away. I don't know until after the show what they are really, and it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
I really like my dinosaur.
Yeah, look, you look like you were having fun, Tommy.
I was. Were you in the room when I was doing
I
that?
was. Yeah, well, that's how the shot
Oh,
was taken.
so
because I hit the button.
I found out that if I play with that camera, I can walk inside the frame like I go.
Mm-hmm.
So I was pretending to be like a T-Rex or Godzilla, but he also happened to be sitting there where he could just screenshot while I was
Tommy's
doing
talking, I'm looking at.
Why
Travis.
do you guys let the children take over the show?
I don't know. I don't know. I honestly
Hey,
I
man.
don't know.
Hey man,
It's,
I'm
man.
amazing. That's why.
Hey, man.
Hey guys, what movie scene from your youth still haunts you years later?
Don't.
Huh?
That's,
Weird.
Come on now.
Weird. I got a similar text last night.
The name Brazier originated in 1957 when one of the company's franchisees, Jim Cruikshank, set out to develop the standardized food system. So it's a marketing thing. When he witnessed flames rising from an open charcoal grill, a brazier, in a New York eatery, he knew he had found the brazier concept.
Oh, so it's like the grill?
I guess.
Okay.
There's open flame and ice cream. So there you
Not
go,
the only-
Travis. There's your brazier.
It's not the only thing rising around braziers. Am I right?
What was that?
What was the question you asked, Travis? You're talking about stuff from your youth.
What was the awkward question?
Yeah, that transition.
One more time.
What movie scene from your youth still haunts you
Yeah.
years later?
Yeah. Now, okay. Now, these things that are on the rundown, Travis, just so you know, I just throw it on there so we kind of try to remember to do it. You don't have to, read it verbatim.
You guys should talk
Well, I
it
felt
out.
that
Wait,
was
you guys
better
get the
than hearing
rundown?
about Tommy letting the 11-year-old continue to go down the road of controlling our content. I figure we try to bring it back to
Hey man.
something that we can all engage in and have a conversation about instead of hearing about another great Tommy misadventure.
Oh, this
As
is
much as
good.
I enjoy those,
You're gonna take
I'm
the bait.
sick and tired of hearing about how incredibly awful and boring and normal and typical Tommy is.
Now, Tommy,
Because,
Hey,
I
Tom,
haven't heard a podcast
No, I'm
about
asking-
mediocre
I got
white men
something to
lately, so
ask
let's
you.
listen more to what Tommy has to say.
I have something
Tell
to
us
say.
more
Travis
about you
Travis says
pursuing
mediocre
stand-up
white
comedy.
guy.
So original. Tell me more,
Hey,
white kid from rural Illinois.
Dang. Now we're getting Travis's true feelings because he says mediocre white guy more than he tells his mother he loves her.
Hey, man.
Hey,
Because that's how
Gardner.
often I see him.
Gardner, do you have a video from the other day of me?
Oh, we'll get to that eventually.
Yeah.
One crappy transition at a time,
No.
guys.
And what Travis is mentioning here, here's why I wanted to bring this up, is Libby Higgins was in the other day with Stacey Static on the podcast.
Static Podcast.
And Libby recently got done filming a movie.
Slasher flick with some legends, man.
Yeah, it's
Oh, boy.
it's like Halloween.
Like a real
or
movie.
something.
It's going to be on Amazon?
And she was mentioning
Halloween.
who it was that got her involved with the movie and stuff like that, and then she was kind of listing off his resume and some of the other movies. Like apparently he's been killed in a lot of different movies, and this is the guy who kind of got her hooked up with this gig. And she's listing some of them, and she says, "Yeah, and Ghoulies 2 at the Pendulum," and I just go, "Ah!" She's like, "What?" And I'm like, "Ghoulies 2 effed me up so bad in one particular scene that I could not use the bathroom right for a number of months."
This is the one where they come out. Of
Jesus,
Yes.
man.
That's such a
And
good
As
scene.
a child, you were genuinely scared?
I was about 9 or 10 years
Can
old.
you
when-
describe the scene for us, Gardner?
I have the scene. I'm going to show it to you.
It's such
Oh.
a good
And I'm-
scene.
Oh,
and
my.
I could not use the bathroom properly, like a normal person, for a while. And I still flash back to this scene every once in a while. And I
This
did
is
the other day,
interesting.
obviously. And so it made me think of, like, in that age of, like, 5 to 10 or, 5 to 12, is there a scene that kind of scarred you that, you look back, like, you'll think of it every once in a while still to this day, or it really screwed you up during that time period and adjusted how you thought about things as a child. So I wanted to play the scene for you that screwed me up so bad, and then I can elaborate a little more. Here you go. This guy here is he's kind of the villain in the movie. He runs like a
Okay.
carnival or amusement park type deal that's
He's in the bathroom.
causing some trouble.
Not your fault.
Oh, hell no. See, I don't like this.
It had nothing to do with it.
This is amazing.
Oh, no. What is that?
It's a ghoulie.
Hell no.
Now
Oh
imagine,
my dude, don't go use the bathroom.
imagine
Oh my
being,
guy, don't go to the bathroom.
imagine being 10 and seeing this.
Oh
This
no,
is
this is not
What
gonna
are
such a
happen the
good
way I think it's
scene.
gonna happen.
What are the ghoulies?
This is not what I think this is
I'll
gonna
show you a
be.
picture.
Ooh, good horror movie music.
It's great. It's great.
How would you like
It's
to
like
die?
that girl Tommy took the Steak and Shake.
How would you like to die getting eaten gooch first? Oh, gross.
And the poster for the movie is actually them on the toilet. Them in the toilet.
Now, I don't know if you know or if you got the plot, but what are the ghoulies? Like in the movie, what are they?
I don't
Just
remember,
demons or
it, but
something?
they would come out of the toilet. Those where they would come out of, and like I would for months after I saw that scene, I would either hover over the toilet or no, I would just hover, and I'd have to look down while if I was sitting because I was so scared of a ghoulie coming out of the toilet after seeing that scene.
So the ghoulies are they're demons that somebody accidentally summoned.
Oh, I hate when I do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like the Evil Dead. That's like the premise of the Evil Dead too.
Mm-hmm. But
So-
that's the scene when she mentioned ghoulies.
So that's the
too.
scene for you.
Yeah,
What about you guys? What's the scene for you guys?
The Phil Collins video with all the puppets.
Is that like a serious? Are you being serious?
I mean, I was probably 4, and it was freaky, man. It was, and I think he had Jim Henson Studios do it, didn't he? It was, or was it? I don't remember what it was, but it was creepy. It weirded me out. I was 3 or 4 when I
Yeah.
saw it. Yeah,
That makes sense.
The other stuff, nothing really stuck with me. Maybe I don't know, Exorcist being Catholic. I'm like that's real.
Yeah.
I was like that's not a thing that I have to worry about. So yeah, maybe that worried me a bit for sure.
But yeah, this one changed my habits. Like
I mean,
it
that's
changed how I use the bathroom.
I don't think I have one.
Like, did you hover for months? Like,
Yeah.
how did you?
Yeah,
Did
hover.
you just
Looking
put it in
down
a
below.
basket and flush it?
No, I mean we were getting there maybe.
yeah.
But it was
That's
know
what he does now.
hover and look,
Mm.
and then every once in a while, using the restroom, that scene will pop in my head, and then it'll just be like quick glance, just to. And I'm almost 40. It's still
Still give it a look.
every once in a while, just
If-
because I just think back and like, man, that really screwed me up, and just to be sure, and like I've said before, like my dad has an interesting sense of humor. Like he would not try to help me through this problem. He would embrace my fears and play off them. And which is like, a normal Catholic boy growing up, hey, don't touch yourself, you're going to go blind.
Okay.
Don't touch yourself, you're going to go blind, right? No, my dad had a picture of a guy who had elephantitis who would have to carry his testicles around in a wheelbarrow and told me this is what
Oh,
would
boy.
happen. That would also impact my bathroom habits. I'd go to a urinal and be like, what am I supposed to do? But I just like put my hands out because I'm afraid.
That's how I do it.
So my dad, he would play off like, so what you see here today is not my fault.
Oh wow.
The
It's
ghoulies.
not my
The
fault.
ghoulies.
This
That makes
is-
sense. What about so Tommy? You just embraced
Travis,
all horror
do you
films?
have any? I want to hear Travis's first.
Phantasm.
Okay.
That movie scared the hell out of me because it had the silver ball that I think moved telekinetically, and
Yeah.
it had like knives that would go through people's bodies and hands and heads. And I don't know why that movie specifically, because when we were born, I felt like we're a part of the horror movie boom when we had the Halloweens and the Chucky child plays and Friday the 13th. But something about Phantasm, it was just incredibly creepy, gory. I barely remember the plot, but I remember the gory killing scenes.
Yeah.
And I kept thinking, and this is before I had any interest in writing or being a part of the entertainment industry. My question was, what mind would think of something so sinister and gory and so unnecessary? And so all the phantasms haunt me to this day. Like I used to have nightmares for years about that movie. That movie was just so troubling on every level.
And my dad liked watching these, horror movies that would you call them B movies or what?
B movies are the best type of
Yeah.
movies. Have you guys seen
These
Bubba
types-
Hotep?
Definitely.
Yeah.
You've seen Bubba Hotep?
Yeah.
That's such a good movie.
Yeah, it might. So, like, even as a youth, I would see at least scenes, or I might not see all the movie, because my dad loves the vampire movie genre. Like any comedy, drama, tragedy, whatever it might be, any vampire movie
Dark Shadows.
he will watch. That's him, and it also translates to some of these sketchy, whatever horror movies as well. So, like, I was terrified constantly growing up, just terrified, because I would at least get a glimpse. Like, I might not sit with him and watch the whole thing, but I would at least get a glimpse. You know, and actually another, you mentioned the Phil Collins thing that screwed you up. Like, Thriller was rough for me at times.
Thriller was tough.
I thought Thriller was like a feature-length movie when I was young. And, you know, I would watch it from time to time and just be like, oh.
It's like a
oh
half
my God.
hour.
Genesis Land of Confusion, 1986.
Okay.
So I probably saw it when I was like 3, and it seared into my brain. And looking at the puppets now, it's like they just look weird. They just look, I mean, it's not.
I was mad at Michael Jackson for a long time because of Thriller, because I didn't understand why, one, he would make something that children couldn't watch, and two, I was trying to understand why he wanted to scare me, because I was like, hey, I'm here for the music video. Why are you scaring the ish out of me? So that always bothered me for a long time. I didn't really get a chance to appreciate Thriller until like I was 15, 16, 17 years old. As a kid, I did like Michael Jackson, get out of my face. You're scaring the hell out of me.
Until you
which is
can
ironic,
properly
if you think about it.
properly process what it was you were watching.
You'd think Michael Jackson would want to attract the children.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
there
right.
he is.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
that was the thing.
right,
Maybe he
that
was warning us, get away from me, because you don't know what you're going to get. You're going to get some Thriller in his bed.
No. Chucky bothered Tom after that. The My Buddy commercials freaked him the hell out.
I've
I
always
didn't-
wondered, Chris, does anybody know what happened to the My Buddy people? Did they ever follow suit, or what was their? I felt like if Child's Play came out in 2019 and there was a doll similar to that existed in real life, I feel like that company would be raising hell. And I don't remember. I was too young when the Child's Play came out. Did the My Buddy people ever come forward and go, hey, you're completely perverting our thing and you're ruining our sales? And
That'd be tough
I
because
would love to know.
yeah, I mean, it's
did
a
come
doll coming to life. I mean, that's a concept that.
It looked pretty close to the My Buddy. I mean, that was the
Probably.
point. It was supposed to look like the My
But
Buddy people.
Chucky had red hair, right? And then the My Buddy had brown hair.
It kind of, to me, I see the similarity. That's what I thought of.
Oh, 1,000,000%. That's what they were going for.
It was made by Hasbro, if anyone's wondering. So that would be the company. They did have the
Who made the My Buddy?
Yeah. So that's a big company too.
Well, but like,
Which is ironic because now Hasbro is its own film company.
and they had the catchiest jingle, especially for a kid.
Yeah, they did.
My
Especially with the
buddy,
Ninja Turtles. Oh,
my
God, yeah.
buddy, wherever I go, he's gonna go. My buddy, my buddy, my buddy.
Did they purposely make the new Chucky to look like Donald Trump? Have you seen it?
No, I haven't
no,
seen it.
I don't think it does.
The new Chucky looks, if you look at the hair and you look at the face, I think they were trying to send a small message. I think they're implying that Chucky is Donald Trump.
I'll have to
Look at the photos. Tommy, pull it up and see if
I'm
you can then
looking.
send
I'm
it
looking
to
at
Gardner.
it now.
But I feel like with the hair and the face, I feel like they were going for a Trump look. Am I crazy?
You're
Yeah.
crazy. You're looking for Trump in all the wrong
Okay.
places.
I don't. Well, and Furby's got sued for making them look like Gizmo from the Gremlins. That was a lawsuit.
Oh, really? They
Yeah.
got sued.
Paramount sued Furby's.
I could kind of see with the hair, but the hair's not quite on that Trump brand.
Yeah.
From the
Okay.
images I'm looking
Okay.
at, but I can see that
Okay.
there's a side view that I'm seeing that makes more sense to that. But when I see it head on, I don't necessarily see that because it's not combed over. It's kind of more, slicked back.
He looks like the original
And-
Chucky doll. He
Okay.
does.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, just to make sure I'm not crazy, Variety wrote a story earlier this
Okay.
week about the resemblance between Trump and Chucky. So I just want to put it out there that people don't think I'm
Yeah.
just going out of
I
my
think-
way
No,
to
it-
pick on Trump. I'm just saying that I wasn't crazy. There
Yeah.
was a major publication that ask the same question.
No, and I could see, and like I said, I could see from the side view more than I can from head on, if that's
Okay.
the case.
But go look up the original doll. The face is a little more
Okay.
round off on the original one, but this 2019 one is like an animatronic doll. So I think that might
Okay.
play into it.
well, and you said you haven't seen the new Child's Play, right? And
Me?
that's out
I
in
have not.
theaters.
Yeah,
Mark
I think
Hamill.
it is out in theaters right now.
Mark Hamill does
Mark
the
Hamill,
voice.
doing the voice of Chucky. Hmm.
Now,
What was Chucky's story? It was like a spirit of a.
So there
of
was
course.
there you go.
there was a serial killer, and he got shot in a toy store, and he was into like voodoo magic, and his soul went into this Chucky doll, and he went to try and get his body from the witch doctor, but the witch doctor told him he has to have a human vessel, and the best thing to do would be to kill the kid.
There you go.
And that's that whole thing.
According to Wikipedia, this is from our friend Tom Brown. Chucky was originally going to be named Buddy and was designed after, okay, Wikipedia didn't say this, a freak gangbang mashup of My Buddy and Raggedy Ann.
Okay, I don't think that.
I thought it was gonna be My Buddy and Kid
that's the
Sister.
movie
Which
premise.
song went? Kid
Oh,
Sister,
God.
Kid
Sister,
Sister, wherever I
Sister.
go, she's gonna go. Kid Sister, Kid Sister.
Friday the
Kid
13th
Sister,
bother you guys?
No.
I know. It took place like
bothered- it
it
bothered-
wasn't until like
It's creepy.
My childhood friend, I think it bothered us when we were like 7.
I'm trying to think, and I don't think I have anything that scared me. Like, I really don't.
Growing
because
up?
Yeah.
like
I
there
love-
wasn't a film or a
No.
character that just freaked you out.
No. I love the movies too much.
No.
I think Michael Myers will forever for me.
Oh man.
Just I don't know what it is about Halloween. I don't know what it is about his character, and I think that's why people, one, they're so happy to still make them, but why people still go to theaters to watch them. But something about Michael Myers, that mask, which was I just recently found out like a year ago that was William Shatner mask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they just painted the hair, and I think he's the most chilling, scariest, badass horror guy in history of horror films.
I found one. I thought of one.
Okay.
So
Okay.
in Spider-Man 2, which I actually just watched this weekend, no, but like listen, when it came out, I was 6, so I saw
Okay.
it opening night in theaters, and there's a scene right after there's the big explosion, and Dr. Octopus is in the hospital, and they're going to cut off his arms,
His tentacles.
his tentacles, yeah, but he
Right.
murders an
And they
entire
come
room of-
alive.
yeah, he murders an entire room of doctors, but like the
Mm-hmm.
lighting and everything is like burnt out and stuff.
True.
That scared me.
Now, are you afraid of octopi because of that?
No.
Okay.
No, and it makes sense that that movie was scary because it's a Sam Raimi movie, and he came up with the Evil Dead and stuff.
From Patrick, the old the old fellow in Poltergeist creeped me out.
Oh God, the Reverend
Yes.
the preacher.
Oh, yeah,
That's a
pretty bad.
very
No
good
doubt.
call.
I don't know if
Yeah.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
It was pretty creepy.
Yeah,
I'm
that's a good
forgetting.
call.
Yeah,
That's
I
good.
saw a
That
guy
freaked me out, too.
walking down the street of my neighborhood one day that looked like him, and I walked to the other side of the street. He was coming at, and I'm like, as I was getting closer, I'm like, no, I'm not doing this. I am not. Hell, the little girl
Did
in
Oh,
Poltergeist
Yeah.
gives me the. And I know she's passed on, but not to like the other side, and maybe I don't know. But like some of the looks like she would give just kind of freak me out, or even the. Oh, here we go.
What about Christopher Lloyd at the end of Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Yeah, like
It's from the Black Sheep.
I had several monsters growing
You
up.
still have demons.
Yes.
Jesus Christ, Gardner! Several monsters.
Well, I had one that I would call the diseased hand. That would I would never
Oh,
sit. I
God,
would never
man.
sit by vents.
I lived
In
in
a
a
house?
haunted house. I lived on a haunted house.
So, like-
I get it.
I would never sit by vents because my theory was the diseased hand would either come up out of the vent
Jesus,
and try and pull me
Gardner! How
into
did
the
you
vent.
survive? You were afraid of everything.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 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 And or it would come out, and if it didn't pull me into the vent, it would touch me and give me diseases.
Hmm.
And so I had the diseased hand, and then for some reason the little kid from E.T. turned into like
No.
I I would call him the third eye.
But not E.T. himself.
Not E.T. himself.
Yeah.
And he had
That
an eye in the
explains a
middle.
lot.
Damn,
of
and
his
you
head.
notice a small thing. Like we would be kicking Tommy's and Gardner's ass if they were friends at our school.
No, you wouldn't.
Like these freaking nerds are so. I'm afraid of this. I'm
Now
afraid
you're
of this.
bringing me
Like, we
back
would
into
have
the
been.
fold, Trev.
Yeah, now we would have been dunking your heads in toilets all day long. You two
Why would you
are
be such a
had a-
motherfucker?
because you guys are like
You
little
can't be woke and act
baby
like
back
that,
bitches.
asshole.
See, this is what I
You
You
love.
can't
I
be
was an
woke and
idiot,
act like
so-
that and
Well,
say, yeah,
I
but I
wasn't-
changed. No, you still are who you are, asshole.
Hey.
While I like this when Travis brings me back into the fold, and I'm like, yeah, let's indulge some
Let's
of these.
give him a swirly, yeah.
You
Let's
act like
indulge
that.
some of these.
You guys act like that didn't happen to me. Like it did. I got beat up a lot.
But I understand now, and you guys
Yeah.
are making it more clearer as to why you allowed yourself to have this happen to you.
Travis,
Gardner
will
was
you go in a
afraid of
haunted
things
house?
like vents and going to the toilet. Yeah, I'm going.
You'll go into a haunted house. You will? You will?
Oh, we're gonna die.
Hold on. Will you really?
If time allows, I'm a business.
All right. Well.
No, you a demon dog. You gotta go.
Tommy
That
went
is
to
true.
quiet me when you played the drop. Tommy has now hushed me 3 times. He's very, very focused
Now
right
I'm
now.
upset. I
Why?
hit the
Because
bait
you were
again.
a freaking geek.
Oh,
You were a little
No,
baby
but
back
you
pussy
take-
at school, and you were mad because Chris and I would have bullied you. We wouldn't have bullied you.
No,
Look,
but
let
no,
me
here's
you
make
the
this
thing.
clear. We
just
wouldn't have
said you
bullied
would have.
Here's the thing.
We would have toughened you up.
You
Oh, yeah.
hesitated when I said, "Would you go in a haunted house?" But you said yes. I happen to in the fall work for a haunted house. Top 15 scariest in the country.
Oh?
And I'm sure I could get you to
Okay.
walk through it.
Man,
You want to do
Alright.
it?
Yeah, I'll do it. I'm bringing my gun too.
No.
Oh, no.
No.
man, I went to
No,
the.
it's my Second Amendment right. I can bring my gun. So
Too
let's see how
late.
scary you really gonna get.
It's in
Too late.
Centralia.
It's my right. Take it away from me. No, you can't take it away
All
from
of the
me,
monsters
liberal.
have guns too. Just
Is the
letting you know.
haunted house
All right,
scarier
bet.
or the fact that Travis would be in Centralia?
Yeah. That's a rough-
Yeah, he should maybe bring that along with him. Actually, now that I'm thinking of it.
It's yeah.
The haunted house is me getting pulled over in the parking lot and 15 police officers showing up. I tricked you. You thought you was going inside the house. This is actually the theme park.
Yeah,
Wait,
this is
oh,
terrifying.
There's
This is
I
terrifying. This is good.
the part I work at when I'm there is I tear tickets at a clown house. There's a clown house that I tear tickets at, where it's got like a bunch of.
Tommy,
evil clowns in
do
it.
you realize sometimes the stories that you share make you undateable?
Tell him, Trev.
Like because I'm just curious. Like people like yes, what their girl said was rude. Like you are an awkward person. That's a rude thing to say.
Yeah,
but
but
you
I'm
do
gonna do
understand
it
where they're
anyway.
coming from now,
Gardner,
right?
Gardner, he's just reeling him in.
Here's the thing. I'm
Reeling
very
him in.
good looking.
Oh!
Oh boy.
I'm a
Oh,
good looking
boy.
guy. All right. I know
Okay.
I'm not the best looking, but I got a good facial
Oh, here we
structure.
go.
Oh,
Right?
no. Oh.
Look at that.
Thank you for the close-up, Gardner.
How's it going?
Oh yeah.
Which you guys
Tommy, say something like talk to the camera like
You and
you're
the-
on a
Travis,
date.
you be the girl. You be the girl, and talk to Tommy.
Okay. Oh my God! Thank you for bringing me to Pantera. I didn't even know they still had these open.
I don't know what
Pizza.
Pantera is. Oh,
Sorry,
it's
I'm not in
pizza.
the scene. Go ahead.
Yeah, you're not in the scene. Well,
Well,
well
thank you for bringing me to
wait.
emos at Forest Park.
Wait, Chris even interrupted the date.
Yep. That's how I do it. Hey, we can't run from ourselves.
He couldn't even stay out of the date.
here. Do you wanna see how I?
And scene.
We are
Here.
who we are, aren't
Here, I got Here's how I think.
All
I
right,
would-
let's go, Tommy. Here we go.
I'm gonna give you how
Let's do it.
how I think I would ask a girl on a date, and how I would actually ask a girl on a date. I think I'd be like, hey girl, you're coming to me? Coming with?
What? I'm gonna interrupt at these times.
Hey, we're going to Steak and Shake this weekend.
Oh, nice.
So
Oh
tell
my
them what
goodness. Are you gonna
Yeah.
pick me up? Okay, you
Oh,
pick
yeah.
me up.
Yeah.
Oh, what are you driving?
I drive my grandfather's Chevy Impala 2003.
Oh, that's pretty cool. So like, is your car in the shop, or are you gonna get that? Is it something
is
you're
my
working
car.
on?
Technically, the car is
Oh,
in my
so
name.
when your grandpa has to go somewhere, how does he get around?
Well, he bought a new car. He gave me his old car.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Well, he's a
Yeah.
giving. I'm glad you are so receiving of your grandparents. I'd imagine you would never do anything that would, violate that trust.
No, Me and my grandparents, we love each other. We trust each other.
Uh-huh.
Why are you winking at me?
Yeah, no. Here's how I would actually ask a girl on a date.
Okay.
You seem cool. Are you?
Thank you.
What are you doing this weekend?
I don't know. I have some things to do, but well, what are you thinking?
If you're not busy, do you want to go get coffee or something? You no
Sure.
pressure if you
Uh,
don't have time.
oh, it's just coffee. That's not a problem. That's fine. Yeah, I can do that.
Cool. Do you have a favorite coffee shop?
What is happening? Patrick in the comments, I'd share an orange freeze with that guy. Oh man, we'll go ahead and
Actually,
bail on that situation.
The thing is, Tommy, you're trying to make like, oh, this is what I want to do. This is what I would do. They were both the same thing. They were
Yeah.
both the same thing.
Yeah, horrific.
Look, we're here. Let's work this all out. Go ahead, man. Let's open the floor up. Let's do this.
I have a girl that I sometimes ask on dates, and when I do, I'll text her.
You do it more than once?
Yeah.
Did she say no?
Yeah, this is the girl that's leaving. So I'll text her, and I'll be like, hey, you want to get coffee? Cool if not. And it's gotten to the point where she's like, I'll hang out with you. You don't have to say cool if not. I'll tell you if I don't have time. I'm like, yeah,
Here's the thing, Tommy, and we've all been there, and I'm not even picking on you specifically because we've all been on this road before.
I can't ask girls out
if you
in
really
public.
just do it. I know
in
it
person?
sounds like, look, here's the thing. You do something very courageous frequently. That is getting on stage and telling people original jokes. Not a lot of people in the world can do that. You should use that opportunity to continue to build your confidence. There's no reason for you to hit a girl if it's cool. If she wants to go out with you, she goes out with you. If she does it, she does it. It's not the end of the world. As I said earlier this week, stop putting the pussy on a pedestal. Relax.
I stutter a lot when I ask girls out.
Don't be nice to baby girl. Just be like, hey, I got some time this week. I would love just to go grab some coffee. What are you up to? And then that can ultimately lead to something else. But stop needlessly raising the stakes around a date.
But it's also
date.
like an event.
Just go
for me.
hang out.
So like
It shouldn't be.
Sometimes
Why
I
is
go
it
buy
an event?
I buy new shirts for dates. I've done that
Not
before.
necessary, Tommy.
I've done that before.
Tommy, just have nice
Or, like,
clothes.
If I think a girl would like something, like okay, so if I think a girl would like X-Files, I would wear this shirt to start conversation.
No, don't do that, Tommy. It should be about you. The date is about you, Tommy. As much
Well,
as
you
people
gotta
like to
be-
say it's
you gotta
about
be-
the
you
person
gotta
across
talk
from the
about
table.
her.
Can we get an update
Well,
on
sure.
Travis's dating?
Oh,
He's doing
gosh, man, I
fine.
can't. I can't. I don't even know where to start, Chris. Like it's like I can go up to the Bronx one day, down to Harlem, go down to Brooklyn. It's just like
Physically, you can. I
just a
agree.
plethora of women that I can just tap into from all walks of life. I can
You
go
tap
down to the
into them.
UN and get me some UN hoes. This
Oh.
is the beauty of this city. It is.
Mm-hmm.
It is quite delightful.
Oh, interesting. Well, I
But
appreciate
no,
UN
that.
I
hoes.
think to
I'm
that
putting that
point,
on a
because
t-shirt.
Chris's advice is going to be, hey, be tall and white, and you can't be that all the time.
I am
All right?
tall
So
and I
him
am
contri-
white.
Not tall.
I guess I have to. I have to grow a beard. I guess that's my thing. That's something you and
It would
him.
help.
That's something everybody in this room has in common except me.
That's 2019.
Try it,
Why
man.
lose
You gotta
weight
give
when
it a
you can grow
go.
beard?
I can't. Look, this is 4 days.
I got back
Feel.
hair. You want some of that?
Feel.
Oh no,
Feel.
I'm good.
Come on, please
I'm not
feel.
feeling your face.
Yeah, feel his face.
Feel it,
Please-
Chris.
please-
Feel his face, Chris. Feel his face. Nice.
That's
Freeze
4
frame that.
days.
Good
That's
job.
4 days. How much?
Good job,
What if I
Gardner.
would have liked that? What if I come back for more? Be careful. Since Tommy shops in the women's section, has he ever showed up for a date and was his date wearing the same thing?
That's actually happened before.
What?
No
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
No
We,
way.
Yeah.
well, it was just. It
I
was like a
wouldn't believe
T-shirt.
it.
It was just a T-shirt thing.
That's funny.
My last girlfriend I went out with, we basically wore the same outfit, but like, mine was the dude version, but like, it was the same. Like we were both wearing.
Tommy, how do you prepare for your sets?
How do I prepare? I
Yeah, how do you get ready to do a set?
Well, I write my jokes, and then I do them on open mics, and then when I go, I know what order my jokes go in, and when I write my jokes, if I write a new joke, I'll make sure it works on its own, and then I'll put it into its own set. I'll put it into the set, so like every joke has a seamless transition. Except one. I
Record
only
your
have one.
conversations with your friends. Record conversations with your. Obviously, ask for their permission, but you need to learn how to converse like a human being, and you need to maybe rehearse with
don't
other
take the bait.
humans before
Do
doing
not
that
take the
with a girl. I'm just saying you're at the point where you're completely overthinking this, and I feel like
He's
the
going from
further you
advice
go
to
along this
cutting you
path,
down.
the more likelihood you are to become a serial killer.
No,
And
no,
that
no, no,
means
no.
we have to then show up at a courthouse in the next 5 to 7 years because we would have worked with you. And I think that's just going to be a massive inconvenience for our schedule. So I figured if we can stop you before you become a professional serial killer now, that'll go a long way for all
No,
of
but
us.
I'm not gonna.
So
I'm not
try to
gonna
stop,
serial
stop,
kill.
stop. Well,
I'm
that's
not gonna
what
He's
serial-
gonna
Gundy
pancake
said.
kill.
I'm too insecure. I'm too like I couldn't get.
Oh, you wouldn't
Yes,
let me
because
murder you.
insecure. There are so many serial killers who had self-esteem. Yes, because that was the issue.
But like my
Tommy,
thing is I
you scared me.
couldn't be like, hey, you wanna get out of here, because that's how it happens, you know.
No, not necessarily.
And I'm not
That's not
strong
how it
enough to
works.
kidnap somebody.
I know, but people adapt.
All right,
You
that's
have to
true.
see
Thank
how
you.
they adapt.
I'll just wear a sling
Because they start with one MO and then it's the same person, but
Yep.
the MO changes, and you're
Yep.
like, well, why has the MO changed?
I'll
Well,
put my-
because something has happened to that person to where they've had to adapt, yet they still have the same whatever thoughts in their head that they need to fulfill.
I'll put my arm in like a cast and be like, please help me with my groceries.
See, there you go. You've adapted,
Is
just
it-
like that.
Or
you get it?
wear short shorts.
yeah.
Like if you say
what?
you say you are walking the streets with the Louisville Slugger, then wear short shorts. So that way your imprint or the
So
shadow
the top just comes out.
shows, and then that way you will see if it's what you
I call it a
say
dangle.
it is. Girls will see it and go, oh my, like their demeanor will change.
From the black
Like just
Drive
like
him with
ask
the
Chris when
top
he goes to
down.
airports.
from the black sheep. You
Yeah,
want
that's
to die?
essentially what it is.
Tommy, this is from the black sheep. You want to die? If not, that's cool.
Yeah.
Also, Tom Brown says, if I could score at the model UN, Trav might actually be able to score at the actual UN, and he's ashamed of the comment after posting it already. Is there an awkward, Travis? I feel like you were probably club involved or went on trips, at least in college. I don't know how your high school stuff was. Any weird place? I feel like high school or church youth group camps, there's a lot of horrible things happening with teenagers.
Oh,
at
yeah.
those kind
Oh
of
man,
things.
we did space camp. Oh boy,
You went to Huntsville?
space camp.
You
Oh,
got
we
it.
went to Huntsville. We were there for an entire week, and let me tell you, that was more freedom than
It's too
eighth
much.
graders should probably have.
Too
It
much.
was. They took a select group from St. Louis. We drove down to Huntsville. So we had 2 big buses, this major trip that was paid for
bus rides.
by the entire school. And like I said, it was, what was that? So that had to be 98. That's late 90s. That's when Jodeci and before
Oh,
we
no.
knew R. Kelly was a creep.
Oh,
So
no.
we were playing all the R&B hits. And kids, it was like, I don't know. It was something like Usher was big around that time. Like R&B for 8th graders was huge. So everybody was trying to get their groove on when we got down to Huntsville. And boy, oh boy, that spaceship wasn't the only thing that landed on the moon.
No. And also, what school district were you in at that time?
This was the St. Louis Public School District. This
Oh,
was
okay.
at Gateway Middle School, which is
Okay.
right down the street from the offices off Jefferson.
All right.
And yeah, it
I was
was.
wondering if it was the
That's when
Chesterfield.
people actually funded public schools. That was
I
fun.
thought it was the Parkway schools that is like, yeah, we're just going to send you away for 2 weeks to Alabama. It's
I
like,
will.
what?
I will say
I-
they do invest a lot of money in public schools in St. Louis. It's just maybe the way it's spent is not the best thing right now. Yeah.
I just looked up in my messages the last time. I was trying to find the last time I asked this girl to go out. And I found the last time. She actually went, hey, do you want to get coffee or something this weekend? And I went, are you sure you don't mind?
Oh,
That was my
Tommy.
first response.
Don't tell us
So-
this.
Tommy, gosh, man, what is going on, dog? Chris, take him to a strip club, something, man.
I-
I've
Damn.
never
don't
been. I
do
don't think
that.
it's my thing.
No, you got to be in a. Strip clubs are fun if you've got a bunch of dip friends and you just don't want to be like if you're there.
So I got
if
one
you're
dip
there,
friend.
If you're there being funny and like have like oh this is funny, but it does. It's where if you once you kind of look around, you see the people like getting into it and stuff. You're like, I don't know.
I don't drink
Yeah.
either, so it wouldn't.
Oh, that's not fun at
be-
all.
Yeah.
I'd be like, yeah. can
There
I-
are attractive nude women, which is fun, but
It's-
I don't need.
Tommy,
I don't,
they're
I
not
don't
that
need,
fun.
I don't need car salesmen there with me.
Can I get a Sprite?
And it's not fun when you walk in and you see one of your friend's sisters there
Oh,
as
boy.
well.
It also
that
not
happened to you?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Mm-mm-mm.
Did you stick around?
I stayed at the bar and drank,
Yeah.
and then
Made eye contact a lot?
no, I told her to stay away from me, and
Really?
yeah.
Was she trying to be like, hey?
No, I
Yeah.
mean she wasn't.
Just
She
whatever.
just said, "Don't tell my brother. Don't tell my brother." And
Oh,
I'm like,
you didn't
just
know.
you have to get away from me right now. I
Oh,
don't want
boy.
to.
Can I have a Shirley Temple?
And then like she came over to bum a cigarette at one point.
$12. From Jamie Moyer's Fancy Foyer. They calling him a big-headed astronaut, probably because your boy TT get ass a lot.
Oh boy.
We've got bars in the comments. As fun as astronaut sex and strip clubs are to talk about, let's do some Make It Racist, everybody. It's where we throw topics out that Travis couldn't possibly make racist. And you can join in also if you're in the comments. Just give us a topic. Travis claims he can make it racist. Hit it, Gardner.
I'm addressing the white elephant in the room. I'm breaking down the barriers of race by assimilation.
I wouldn't mind to have black neighbors.
That is racist as hell.
It's raining little white women. My prayers have been answered.
Black women have the nicest asses.
If that ain't the whitest thing a white man has ever whited in his life.
You do not have to say African American, just say black.
Oh, well, in that case, you know what word I miss? Colored.
Don't let the liberal media tell you how to think and feel. If you have hate in your heart, let it out.
I'm racist as hell.
That's deserved. Oh, Travis. I'm going to start you off, and it's going to be a little awkward because you're not going to be able to make it racist. Travis, make music festivals racist. Can't possibly do it.
Man, they are pretty, man, they are pretty diverse. They are generally welcoming of all acts, but they are racist
Good point.
Wow.
because, wow, I don't know, man. This is tough. This one actually has me stumped
Did we win?
because I enjoy my music festivals. They're very diverse and chill, and they do take place on massive land
Here we go.
where, as far as the eye can see, it's pretty large, like almost like plantation sized, where a lot of these festivals take place, and people are sweating and kept, in confined spaces in the heat while not getting paid, spending, probably with a lot of cotton shirts and cotton bandanas and cotton memorabilia being sold. Maybe music festivals are indeed racist as hell.
That is racist as hell.
That was a jaunt, but he got there. He did it. From the comments and Jamie Moyer's Fancy Foyer, make it racist. NASA. Come on, Huntsville.
Oh man, come on, man. There's nothing more racist than NASA. First off, why in every sci-fi film ain't no black people? Like, what up with that though?
Interstellar.
So clearly, it's the folks in NASA making an effort
Great movie.
to make sure my people don't have spaceships available when it's time to leave this earth. Secondly, did y'all know that Tyrone Armstrong was
No.
actually the first man to walk on the moon?
Oh.
Yes. Tyrone, he went up on Apollo 10. And he was like, look, I'm in the area. I'm gonna go ahead, woo woo woo. I'm gonna fly up to the moon, make sure it's good, just in case my boy Neil and Buzz, they want to check it out later. So he went up there, he did his thing, but Clan was already there, killed him, didn't even get a chance to make it. And they set it up for Neil Armstrong to be the first man to land on the moon, who was white, of course.
They
So,
said
shout out to Tyrone Armstrong. Rest in peace.
Tyrone's
That is racist as hell.
Tyrone's
Thank
moonwalk
you.
was too fancy for the whites.
Travis needs to go
going
watch
to-
Hidden Figures.
Yeah, pal, or Alien, or Interstellar, or
Mostly Hidden Figures.
Tommy just dunked on me with, you should go watch Hidden Figures.
from and also another historically accurate figure, Lando, bitch.
Oh.
From Jamie Moyer's Fancy Foyer.
What was Lando? What was Lando? What was he?
Calrissian.
What was he? What was his job?
He owned Sky
Smuggler. He was a smuggler. He was a criminal.
Cloud
That is racist as hell.
How about
Thank you.
How about Do we want to keep another listener submission from Danny? Black holes.
Oh man, let me tell you about some black holes, man. I done been down to several strip clubs in Atlanta,
Come on.
and boy, I done seen some crazy black holes. And I'm not
Holes.
gonna lie,
See what he
like
did there.
Holes.
holes. Oh,
Holes.
completely
Yeah.
misunderstood there.
Yeah.
Sure you did.
Well, actually, I don't know if black holes are racist because the only thing that gets sucked up inside them are stupid white people. So I'm going to say black holes may not be as racist as hell.
Respect that
So
ass.
not racist at all. There you go. Thank you. I didn't know
That's
that
the
was...
most on the fly Gardner's ever been in his life, and he's not mad at me for it.
Black holes. I respect that as.
I'm reading this, and take it what you want. From the Black Sheep, the spaceships are available, Travis, but NASA doesn't do rent to own.
Oh, no. Oh, that is terrible.
Black sheep.
Yeah.
That's funny. And racist as hell.
That is racist as hell.
That's good, though. Rent to own spaceship.
I got one.
I
one,
hate
Tommy?
black sheep. I can't wait to
Blueberries.
kidnap his children.
One more time.
Blueberry?
Blueberries. I need to fix your
Delicious.
hair.
Huh?
I need to fix your hair.
Because blueberries were created by white housewives because blackberries was getting all the love. And so they decided, we want blueberries. We want that to be a thing because, blackberries are so thick and juicy and more satisfying and, they provide sexual orgasm. So I'm going to come up with a blueberry. So blueberries, you racist as hell.
That is racist as hell.
How did that? He didn't even use the picking part.
Yeah.
Like, he's a genius.
What about the BlackBerry phone?
Oh.
It's troubled him since they were invented. How racist they are.
Man, do you got time for a story? I think we do.
I mean, obviously.
Yeah, we got about 8 minutes.
Oh, this blackberry.
Oh no.
Young kid in Oakland, he figures out a way to communicate with his family, and he was like, you know what? I'm going to turn this calculator into a portable phone, and that's what he did. And he came up with a connection that allows you to talk on a mobile device, and they killed him. And because he whistled at a white woman, he whistled at a white woman. Because he was like, yo, baby girl, let me get them digits. Let me put it in my BlackBerry. And she thought he was being vulgar. And she called the cops, and that was it for Otis BlackBerry. So BlackBerries are indeed racist as hell. Know your history. Do your research.
I got
That is racist as
We got
hell.
another listener one, and we'll go back to it. Toy Story from Chris. Make it racist. Okay. All right.
Name 2 black toys in Toy Story.
Buzz.
And no, Mr. Potato Head don't count because he's brown. Nope.
I thought you were
And
just
that
gonna.
bear?
I thought you were
Slinky.
just gonna say Tim Allen is a voice. in Toy Story.
That is racist as hell.
Yeah, he's
Slinky.
pretty far right.
Well, was it 2 or 3 years ago? He was wondering why he can't use the N-word.
Really?
I think that
Yeah.
was more
Is that
No,
accurate?
that
That
wasn't
was
2 or
more
3 years
recent.
ago.
Yeah.
That was,
Yes, it
that was
is.
more recent.
I didn't hear
Very
about
accurate.
Yeah, I'll send you the article. It was rough.
Very
that.
accurate.
I need to read that. That's disappointing.
His reason.
But
for
it's the liberals that are keeping me off ABC.
Yeah, he did that
Okay.
too.
Guy who literally dealt meth and has like a infamous photo,
he
like
went to
a
prison.
crime scene. Like he went to prison, and he's the
He was
one
in prison.
thinking,
real prison.
"Oh yeah, no, it was
No.
drugs, wasn't it?"
Oh, it was cocaine distribution. Yeah, he talks about it.
Probably should still be there if it wasn't for his white privilege.
Oh no.
That is racist as
Thank
hell.
you, Gardner.
How about this?
Thank you, Gardner.
You're welcome.
I'm talking about, man. You know what? I'm gonna rave it.
Can you call over to Tasty Treats and tell them I want to go eat there soon? Because I would like to get over there.
I'll be happy to do that. Not a problem.
There are 3 Captain Carls in the new one, and he's black. That's from Chris. It's from Toy Story.
Well, we haven't seen the new one yet, but maybe for tomorrow.
It's gonna be part of the Travu.
Yes.
The Jamie Moyer's Fancy Foyer says BlackBerry named after Marion Barry, renamed the Crackberry. Is that true?
That is true.
Oh, okay. What do you got, Tommy?
Aliens.
Okay.
Sure.
This is tough because I will say that aliens generally don't bother us when they invade Earth. But that also means they're probably avoiding us because they're very passive aggressive when it comes to race relations. So seeing that they're unwilling to engage our community, it leads me to believe that aliens probably are racist. And ET, you ain't never come through the hood. So aliens, you racist as hell.
Oh man.
I know you're joking, but
That is racist as hell.
that kind of pissed me off.
What did?
Like,
That
like
ET
actually.
didn't come through the hood. You mad ET racist?
No. I'll.
E.T. was
Hey,
out.
don't.
Yeah, he would say Negro phone home.
By the way,
E.T. was out in the suburbs.
yeah, he was.
E.T. was part of White Flight.
Now, what would have happened if ET did land in the hood, Travis? How would that go? How would he have been received?
Man, he'd be the most delicious ribs.
I was gonna say
blacks.
he can eat.
He would. Oh my God, he'd been so. Ooh, boy, there would have been some good eating in the block that week. Because he would not. He would have been shot off top. First of all, you ain't bringing the government to the hood. So we gonna have to, do it and make it do, baby. We're gonna put you in some chicken fried rice. We're gonna put you on a grill.
Oh.
We're gonna put you in a hot dog. We're gonna put you in street meat. We're gonna put you in a vest soda. We was gonna eat well.
I like thinking he would have been snatched up and somebody try and sell him.
Come on, fool, you want this ET?
I see him on a leash outside a gas station.
I mean, to be fair, had ET,
You know that's gonna happen at like Delmar and Kings Highway.
Yeah, well, had ET landed in a trailer park, it's a very similar situation as well.
Wait, he would have been exchanged. He would have been exchanged for like a food stamp card, probably.
Oh,
very likely.
First off, if he was in a trailer park, the dude would have tried to have sex with it. And this turned
You
very
cannot
dark.
Just
charge
like
me
my
with
cousin.
this. This is not against the law. It is not in the Missouri Constitution.
He's not an animal, okay? He is of another planet, and I see nothing about that in my local.
Sir, in
And
trailer
he's
parks,
ordering meth
you were having
for
sex
Earl at
with
the
an
end of the
illegal
week.
alien. Oh my God, I failed Trump. I failed him.
I'll send you the article I read about what would happen if aliens really did come to Earth.
Okay, I'll read it.
Yeah. Travis, you might find it really interesting.
Finally come together
Okay.
as one.
No, I've already made the case that, if another species were to arrive here on Earth, that they're going to sympathize with my people. And so when that happens, and once we discover they have better technology, we will align with that new species. And we will just, unfortunately, we will have to take orders. And so if that means rounding you guys up and,
the thought
I
is,
don't know.
The thought is that if aliens came to our planet, they wouldn't be here for us. They would take all of our resources and run.
They've already done some of that.
Well,
that's why they
would destroy
genetically enginered us
destroy
to help
our
them
planet
and do so.
They would destroy our
They
planet.
tried to take Michael Jordan's powers. That almost worked.
I hated that.
We'll see what happens in Space Jam 2
There's
with
also,
LeBron James.
Black Sheep says ET track phone home.
Damn it, that's good.
Oh my God! I got live
That's
reads
good.
I gotta do. I mean, I don't know.
That's good.
Big thanks to Pet One St. Louis West. Talked to
Do your
Lynette
live read.
yesterday.
That's good. I gotta take a walk.
That was really good. Fresh, local, delivered. Pet One St. Louis West. They will deliver fresh food to your pets. They will take great care of them. They've got all kinds of products on their website. Big shout out to another small business supporting We Are Live. St. Louis Counseling Services. Our man Tom Duff was in here yesterday. He did the Static podcast actually with Stacey Static. And boy, is he working overtime with our ragtag group of folks here. St. Louis Counseling Services, improving lives since 1955. They have services available for businesses, schools, individuals. Hit them up online, stlouiscounseling.org. They also have a podcast, Mental Health Matters, where Tom speaks to very interesting guests each and every week about breaking down the stigma of mental health and their varied fields as that pertains to mental health awareness. What else we need, guys? We got to big show. Cam Jansen was going to come in today. He had to reschedule for next week or the week after. So we'll be talking to him soon. Lots of other fun stuff going on. Don't forget, we've got comedy tomorrow night. What else we got, Gardner, before we get out of here?
I think that's
About it. Tommy, you got something?
Yeah, I fixed your hair to make it silly, but you kind of look like Dave Grohl.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll work that out.
I'll pull up a picture.
Yeah, Dave Grohl, if he broke both his legs and stopped drumming and ate twice as much as he does already.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a good view of that. We will have Toy Story 4. Is that right? Toy Story 4?
That is correct.
So we gotta
Actually,
have you
I'm going
tomorrow.
to get set here in a minute and going to make my way off to a movie theater here in a minute.
Beautiful.
Well, enjoy Toy Story 4.
Uh,
For Travis in Brooklyn, for Guardsy, the Stream Queen, the intern, Thomas Mosslander III, I'm Chris Denman. It's We Are Live. We're back live tomorrow at 8 a.m. We'll see you then.
Peace.